All right, welcome to another edition of the Xtra Point. My name is Mark Adams, and on behalf of fourquartersonline.com, I'm with my tag team partner, Coach Johnny Cofield, and we are joined today by brand new, newly minted Lafayette Mayo head coach, Coach Marcus Edwards. Thank you for joining us here today on the Xtra Point. It's always a pleasure to get some guys coming back into the community from where they're from. So we had a chance to talk to you. Say you were doing a little house shopping and you're trying to get set up and everything. You talked about how you were from the area. What does it mean to you to come back home and take over the reins at a place where you played football?
First of all, I'd like to say thank you guys for having me on. This is a tremendous honor for me. But what it means to come back, it's special. To say the least. Not just the field that I grew up on and the field that I played on, but my mentor, Taylor McGrew, also my uncle, coached on this same field. And to follow in his footsteps means a tremendous deal to me.
Now, no stranger to Hornet football, and we really had we've seen this team kind of peak at certain times, and I think on more than one occasion they had an undefeated regular season. So talent shouldn't be too much of an issue. But being from the area, you kind of know some of the kids, familiar with their parents as well. What are you most excited about going into the fall?
Like you said, I know more of the parents than I know the kids. But after watching film, I watched every game from last year, and being ingrained in the community, the wealth of talent, like you said, we've got tremendous skill players here that I'm extremely excited about. I think the offensive line is going to do a great job. Offensive defense line is going to do a great job. But speaking from experience here, I think we've got as much at the skill positions this year as I've ever seen here. So that's really exciting as a coach coming in.
Hey, Coach, I want to start back over. A lot of people don't know your background. Tell us about your history, so people know what you did before you got to Mayo.
Okay. It started here for me. Graduated Lafayette High School. Played my college ball down at the University of South Florida. I was there for 5 years. Finished up there. Went up to Wagner College in Staten Island, New York. Got my master's there. Started coaching football. So I was there for 3 seasons. Left there. Went to Bowling Green State University out in Ohio. I was there for 2 seasons. Went back to Wagner College as co-offensive coordinator, working with the receivers again. Was there for a season. Left there, went to Stony Brook University in Long Island, New York. Was there for 3 seasons coaching the receivers. Had an opportunity to move from there to go to West Point. I coached up at Army for 2 years. And then most recently, had a chance to take over the offense coordinator position at Gettysburg College in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. And that's where I was up until here recently. So fortunate enough to be able to come back home and take over a program that's given so much to me.
Wow, Coach, that's a rich background for such a young man. But you don't have to give away your secrets or anything. When you're coming back there, you're going to do something. I know last time I saw them, they threw the ball all over the field. Mm-hmm. Are you that type of coach? Are you run? Are you mix? Are you balance? I mean, you don't have to tell us what offense you're running.
There's no secrets in football. We're all recycling the same stuff, Coach. At the end of the day, it comes down to players. But philosophy-wise, I believe in running the ball and I believe in stopping the run. I know that's weird coming from a receivers guy, but everywhere I've been, that's been the case. When we've been good at stopping the run and running the ball, those teams have been successful. And that's what I hope that we can bring back to here as well.
You coming from you're going to bring in some of the things that you learn. Are you going to, I'm not trying to get all what you're going to do for everybody.
No, just ask him if he's going to run the triple option. Just ask him.
I know he only went to the Army for a couple of years, so he might not, that might not be what he
2 years is enough.
And you have observed the kids that you got, and I know you know what talents. I mean, where do you think you're stronger coming in? What it looks like on paper and the film stuff.
I mean, like you said, it's really on paper right now until we get on the field and I get a chance to work with the kids and see who can do what. I have an idea from the film I watched last year, but that's a completely different thing than actually being out there and seeing exactly what the guys can do and getting to know their personality as well. A lot of what we do is going to be based on what we have, who develops, who comes along. I'm smart enough to know that I'm not that smart, Coach. So I'm going to try to get the ball in the hands of my best players. Because at the end of the day, players win games. Coaches, we try to put them in the right places.
Awesome.
Well, Coach.
Go ahead, Mark.
No, I was gonna say we have to ask. We've asked every coach this question over the past season or so. Just this last year has been a absolute, just complete curveball with COVID. What it has done to the football landscape has been unparalleled. How do you, especially going into 2021, where things have gotten seemingly a little bit better, but still the precautionary things are still out. What are some of the things that and I try to let people know, like, hey, it's not just going regular football from week to week. There's extra preparations involved. What are some of the things that what are some of the hurdles that you all are trying to or should I say get over as we go into 2021 still under still dealing with COVID and everything?
Yes, sir. I think a lot of what everyone else is dealing with, trying to keep the kids socially distanced and safe, because their safety comes first. Our safety comes first, and that's what it's always going to be. Just like us on this call today, I would love to be sitting down with you guys in a booth and having this conversation, but we're doing it via Zoom. So that'll be a part of what we do as a program as well, to not always put ourselves in those situations where we have guys piled up on top of each other in a meeting room. We'll do a little bit more of it on Zoom this year.
Okay. Coach, what restaurant do we need to hit up when we come down there?
Man, I tell you what, I'd probably get crucified if I don't mention all of them.
Oh, I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
That's small town, man. That's small town living. I eat everywhere.
Hey, I know at the game they used to cook them hamburgers. When I was coaching, I go get something to eat at the concession stand. So I was hoping they still doing that.
Yeah, I think I got a hot sausage down there one time.
I'm sure they will. I know the Mayo Cafe has always been a staple since I was a kid. I knew the owner when it was the Lazy L, but her daughter's taking it over now. So that always has a place for me. But I mean, you can't go wrong. It's Southern cooking. Anywhere you go here, you're gonna get good cooking.
Oh yeah. Well, Coach, thank you so much for taking our time with Four Quarters Online. We look forward to catching back up with you in the spring when it warms up a little bit, and then we can talk some X's and O's. But in the meantime, we just want to wish you guys well. Congrats on the new job. And of course, as always, we hope you and yours and your kids definitely stay safe. On behalf of Four Quarters Online, I'm Mark Adams with my tag team partner, Coach Cofield, and this has been the Extra Point.